I tried Shred Warlock last night, and the deck definitely is strong when it curves out, but if you're facing way too many Death Knights, this is not gonna be the deck for you, so I'm just putting that out there. In this video I'm gonna give you a quick update about it, talk about mulligans, win rates, and everything you need to know about it, so you guys can do well with as well as know what to do against it. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you do, would be awesome if you drop a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll keep on providing you with top quality Hearthstone guides and top 5 meta reports on a weekly basis. Now, let's check out the deck.
You are not prepared!
Here's the deck up close, and you're gonna notice it's not even running that many legendaries. The only one we have in here would be Summoner Dark Marrow, and we're not even running the 6-mana dragon from the new expansion because it's a little bit too expensive and not at all needed. What we have in this deck is a lot of good cheap stuff, but not too much of it. I know there are variants that go very wide, and those I'm not sure they are good enough for this current meta. There's just a little bit too much AoE going around, I'd say, but we still have a few like Flame Imp, like Gift Wrapped Whelp, which works really well with all the other big dragons you have like Twilight Time Hopper, like Fatebreaker, as well as Ruinous Velocidrake, which would be the best one because it doubles up the buff. The Zerglings are pretty nice, so you can go wide nice and quick. And these are the minions you would like to be buffing with Entropic Continuity with ease, basically. Dreadhound Handler is also nice in here. With Corpsicle, you have a good amount of burn damage. The Tachyon Barrage is absolutely broken because with this thing, you can literally turn 1-drop double Devious Coyotes, and that is the biggest high roll you can pull off with this deck. So try to be looking for it if you can. When you're on the coin, if you have Tachyon Barrage, it might be worth to toss everything else and maybe even hold on to things like Cursed Catacombs, and if you find the Coyotes, the game is pretty much over for the most part. The Twilight Time Hoppers are pretty nice. Well, but the Infinite is gonna handle you some big things like Tortlaws and crap like that that can come on the board sooner than it should. The Fatebreakers are pretty decent, and this is basically the only way you can actually lifesteal with this deck, so try not to hit yourself too much in the face before you have one of these, but a lot of the times you're just gonna have to roll the dice and pretend you're not gonna get the stupid shreds, and a lot of times you will. Horizon's Edge is also a good amount of damage for you. Summoner Dark Marrow does nothing for you aside from allowing you to run Horizon's Edge as well as Corpsicle, so don't ask me why this guy is in the deck. The only reason is because it does allow you to run the Death Knight cards. You don't want to be playing this guy, you don't care about it, there's not a single death rattle you would like to repeat. The Devious Coyotes are super amazing because you could high roll with the Tachyon Barrage, but you can also just chip away at the opponent with your good early game white boards and still drop this guy for 0 or 1-2 mana. All would be pretty worth it. And last but not least, you have the Ruinous Velocidrake, which is pretty huge on turn 4 or 5, especially if you gave it a buff or 2 with the help of your Gift Wrap Whelps. That could be pretty nice. What does this deck try to do? Well, you try to go wide on the early turns, and then you start going tall with things like Twilight Time Hopper, Fatebreaker, as well as Ruinous Velocidrake. You try to get some good chip damage from the early game boards, and then you can also finish off opponents with Corpsicles, with Horizon's Edge, that kind of stuff. But it's a very polarizing deck, guys. Like, don't expect to be winning all of your games. It's a rock, paper, scissors kind of deck. You win strong against some decks, you lose hard against others. And here's what the matchups look like, exactly what I said. Both Death Knights and Demon Hunters are gonna be a problem for you, so if you're facing too many of those, this is not gonna be great. But despite popular belief, you're actually gonna be fine against the Warriors, as long as you're fast enough on the board. They don't really have too much early game board clear, so if you manage to zerg them out, you should be winning. Some of the other bad matchups that are not as popular right now would be Protoss Priest as well as Discover Hunter, but as you see, everything else hella green. Personally, I started with 3 frickin' Leech Death Knights in a row, so it was a very bad taste in my mouth for the first few games, but I kept on playing, and I did see that it actually does win quite a lot against anything else. For the mulligans, here's what it looks like. Try to be curving off nicely with a good 1-drop, follow up with a good 2-drop like a Twilight Time Hopper. Tachyon Barrage is a good keep, and in which case Devious Coyote becomes amazing. Cursed Catacombs could be a keep, but try to play it at least on turn 2 unless you're literally not having a turn 1 play. Entropic Continuity can also make sense, especially if you already have a Zergling or 2 in your hand, like turn 1 Zergling at the turn 2 Zergling. Entropic Continuity could be pretty awesome. As for on the coin, again, it's plenty of the same stuff. Here Tachyon Barrage, Cursed Catacombs, and Devious Coyote become even more important, but for the most part you're still trying to curve off with your good 1-2 trees, and that usually should set you up for success. Just don't forget you need to manage your shreds of time with this one, so be on the lookout not to forget to actually shuffle shreds in time before you play something like the Velocidrake or the Fatebreaker, because I almost did fuck it up in one of the games like that, so that is definitely something to think about. All around, that's it for the deck. Not the most expensive thing in the world, so if you're looking for something fresh and new to play before the new nerfs happen, this might be the deck for you. Hope you enjoyed the guide, and if you did, you know what to do. But now let's check out some of my games in Top 1000 Legend. Hope you enjoy. Against the Rogue, let's see how that go. Gonna hold on to the Catacombs. Surely it's gonna give me a 1-drop if the game don't. Okay. That's good. Could coin both of them out. Let's see what he do. If he plays a 2-1, I'm not gonna play the dragon. Okay. Good old turn 2 5/5. He's not Kingslayer, so he must be Farak. Miss me with that shit. Thank you. Think I'd rather do the Flame Imp next turn. Could maybe add another 1-drop to the mix, like another Zergling.
Do you have anything to declare?
That don't do shit to me. Okay, we don't care about this one, so I'm gonna let it burn. Double Entropic, you say? I'm down with that. I'm down with that. It's turn 3 after all, why wouldn't I have this board? Turn 3 after all, it's the least we can do in today's day and age. What else are you gonna do in this case, man? Like, what else are you supposed to even do? How are you supposed to handle life when life gives you this kind of stuff? You don't. You don't, Chief. Against the Warrior. Let's see how that go.
None can outlast me. I am Rafa, the Supreme.
I'm great against Dummy, not so great against Controller probably, but still actually favored slightly. Let's see it. Which are the worth crafting at the moment? I mean, Deos definitely is doing Deos things. Okay, this curve ain't curving, man. Deos is good, but he was for free anyway, so who cares? Other neutral legendaries? Honestly, what other neutral legendaries? What are these other neutral legendaries we speak of now that you said it? Hey, happy to have you, Lucy. I've been hoping you'd come. Welcome, welcome, man. Been pushing the YouTube content quite a lot and been seeing quite a few new faces in the streams as well. Hard work is starting to pay off. This expansion, I think, is doing a lot better than the last two. I've been pushing hard for the last two expansions as well, don't get me wrong, but the game was just in a horrible state. Truth be told, with all the good moves Hearthstone's been doing lately, I think Hearthstone is going to be on the up and up. And that is also going to do well for the channel too, so can't wait, can't wait. Let's go with this big man. Hold up, I don't have any shit shuffled in my deck yet. What the hell am I doing, step bro? In that case, let's go ahead and do this. Should I even Tachyon? Honestly, I think I should have just gone with the Zergs and the Whelp, and next turn I had the 1 mana with which I can do an Entropic Continuity. So we can do the Fate Breaker. Wait, why are these freaking arrows not...
Let's go, smiley face.
Okay. Hey, thank you very much, Nuno. Appreciate ya. Okay, that's not so hot for me. Not very happy what this man's doing to my body and to my soul. How do I counteract it? This would be an 8-8, but... make it a 9-9? Oh, you mean not just from the new expansion neutrals? If it's not just from the new expansion, then yeah, Ziliax, Elise, Shallow Dristle of course, Ceaseless Expanse, Bob, Grifta. Okay. Sounds about right. Both of them being at 3 health though. Probably not so hot. Not that it matters that they're both on the same health total, but susceptible to some crap in it. I would not do that if I were you. I would not do that if I were you this close to the batch of nerfs. Surely we should be hearing something about nerfs really soon, so crafting an expensive deck like that, right after a new expansion came and that deck is still trumping everything, I would not do that one bit. Especially if I was low on dust, and I advise you not to do so either. Trust. Let's just do this for now. Yeah, it's definitely for the best, dude. Play something new and cheap like Shred Warlock and try not to lock yourself in right before nerfs happen, you know? Something cheap like that, like Elemental Mage, that kind of crap. Yeah, do be like that, Balin. Do be like that. Is the music too loud, by the way, guys, or is it just right? Yeah, Aggro Demon Hunter is also doing quite alright for itself, both the new and the old variant. It's good. Good. Another one. Stop armoring, bro. Armoring is cheating. Like this, perhaps. We're not connecting that much face with Entropic anyway, so I might as well keep on cycling that Corpsicle. Brawl would not be that big a deal, but still. As long as the 7/7 lives, it would be literally not doing anything. This guy having Shelnado, awfully sus. What is even that? Who does that? It's a lot of draw. It's a lot of draw. Doesn't allow me to brawl at least, but it's a lot of draw. Another Shelnado would also be kind of a bitch. Okay, it's a lot of armor. As you guys are aware, armor is cheating. Okay, I cannot tap if I want to play everything. Kinda want to play everything. Quite the board bet. But a Ziliax would be a bitch. Okay, still burns. He didn't have it last turn, but he drew quite a lot of cards last turn. The brawl will not be the end of the world, especially if one of the big men lives. Because I have a reborn on half of them. Question is what else he has. Ziliax would also be pretty dicky. Who the fuck does that? What is this guy even running, bro? What in tarnation? He is digging for that brawl, isn't he? I don't think he got it. He's panicking. He's panicking. You sure about that? Are you sure about that? Dude literally killed himself with that play. Congrats, I guess. Congrats, I guess. Killed him with the Venomous. The Venomous now works on heroes, apparently. That was a weird warrior. I don't even know what he was up to, but he was up to no good. That's the Warlock. Let's see what he do. Try to go like that. That might work. That ain't Rafam. It's a mirror. It is a mirror, I'm afraid. Going second into a mirror, that's never a good sign, but let's see how that go. Okay, he's playing that white crap. If I get Tachyon, that'd be great. Unless I don't. Still could. Unless I don't. That is visibly fucked. I'm gonna try this, but I don't condone it too much. Not getting tacky on both the times, kinda fucky. Yeah, fuck me, man. Doesn't buff him. He did not buff him, at least. Really? He forgot to attack with that thing? Hey, there's that Tachyon. Took you long enough, you piece of piss. I'm actually gonna make the trade first. Because I know that the game is shit. The game clearly has a mind of its own. This guy didn't have a single shred already. That's kind of fucky. But not for me. That was unlikely, but we take those. Okay, that's cute. Oh, come on, game. I have other cards in there, for fuck's sake. I'm in danger. I am not the danger. I don't have a single way to get myself life back. Not anymore. It's a game against him and my deck. A race against him and my deck. Does he get it? Did he do it? Doesn't get it, but he gets enough. That also deals damage to him, though. Piss. What can I say, man? Naturally drawing 4 shreds. A little bit too much for anybody to handle. Naturally slapping myself for 12 damage. Bet on the Riggy side in it.
Let's begin the celebration.
That's the Death Demon Hunter. That's not a curve. May I has curve. 6 good 1-drops. Cursed Catacombs also counts, I guess, so 8. Okay, dude is doing poor financial decisions. Let's see if he does poor Hearthstone decisions too. Well, you can already see the game working in his favor. The 160 bucks were well spent, guys. That is definitely one way to curve out Broxigar Demon Hunter of all things. This guy probably does have a good amount of control stuff up in that deck, being no minion and whatnot. Extra could play both of these into that. Fine. Wait, was I able to touch the opponent's pet before? His eyes are pretty fucky, not gonna lie. Look at those dog eyes. Come on, bro. Stop clicking your pet. Oh, man. I was using that. Oh, man. I was using that, too. Should have positioned the doorman between them so he cannot do the workshop mishap. Yeah, what can I say, Warlock? He purchased the pet after all. Cannot judge a book by its cover, but you can definitely tell the price. So it's a Broxigar Peddler Demon Hunter. How does that make sense? Make it make sense. He's almost edge. Almost more. One off lethal as is. But they are known to heal, which is known to be cheating. Okay. Stop hitting myself. Let's see to lose with extra steps, hopefully. That is definitely a minion to get. If this Tachyon misses every single shot, that'd be dumb as mud. Sure. Now I need 2 shots in. Okay, he makes it slightly easier. Makes it even easier now. We have it. Wasn't he dead if I just killed the taunt anyway? He actually was. Quite the weird deck, that one. Is this supposed to work now? Peddler with Broxigar? Does Broxigar really make that much sense? Feels like it just dilutes the consistent game plan of a good deck, makes it slightly worse, don't it? Okay, that's a curve. Let's try like that, see if we can get a Coyote or not. Against the Warlock, against going second against them. Let's see if this time the deck decides to cooperate. Sounds interesting, but is it winning because of Broxigar or despite of it? Because a lot of the times it's just despite of it. Like, people doing their best to use bad cards in good decks and pretending the bad cards make the decks good. I don't know, man. Doesn't sound like Broxigar really has a place in that, but make it make sense. That Ember. I can either get a Coyote or an extra 1-drop. Neither has always been an option. See how that go. The lifesteal weapon helps against rogues, so run isn't Eldrachi in standard right now? Isn't literally Eldrachi Warblade in standard right now, man? It was in the Brawl, so I think it's in standard, but I also tried to make that case for the Brawl, but don't make sense, dude. What the hell's this guy been playing, man? What you playing at? Just going all in. He might be egg, so this Tachyon might be fuck you later. Button's right there, buddy. Is there a card that really helps you in this kind of predicament? Apparently, yes. Has come to my attention, the answer is yes. Well, let's see how he handles a couple of 6/6s on turn 4. It's not as good as a couple of 7/7s, but it'll have to do, hopefully. He barely handled 3 freeze and a 4 health minion, so surely. I saw one against me, Sabo. Saw one against me. Was looking interesting. Stop it, bro. I'm trying to kill you. Can you, like, not? Sure. Wow, it went nothing but face, apparently. That's one way to curve. This also denies him a tap. That was definitely one of the ways for that location to go. Highly unlikely, though. Okay, that can heal him for a lot. Could even give him a 8/8 right now if he has both the 1/1s now. He is gonna heal for 8. Make no mistake. Oh, he doesn't. Well, fine by me. Fine by me. Imagine getting both locations there. Cool. Cool. Well, deck is winning. As long as you ain't facing Death Knights, deck is winning. But Death Knights are gonna be the bane of you, and aggro Demon Hunters.